means a big deal is coming, and this is a huge deal for you. We have had this available for a few days now with over 300 people that have already picked up on them. But here's the thing. Big deals go away. They go away specifically tomorrow on this one. Tomorrow is the day in which this price goes up, that this offer expires. So you only have a limited amount of time to be able to pick up the color that you like, to be able to bring home this $190 savings. You have 3 different color options to choose from. The first one that we see right here is called the Warm Slate. I love that. It's like a cappuccino color, almost like a light cappuccino, I would say. Then mint chocolate chip ice cream is my favorite, and this is frosted mint. Finally, right here is the Blue Moon. Now, this is an extraordinary laptop that has extraordinary speed to it, and that's thanks to the Intel Core i3 processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and 512 gigabytes of the solid-state drive. It normally would be $789. It would be a great deal at that price. But today, we have it for you with a $190 savings, and we're looking at it at $589.98 or an easy payment plan of $118 a month. The screen on this has like a matte finish to it. It's gorgeous. And you also have free shipping and handling, by the way, saving you another nearly $16. We're going to welcome in Jamie Hess, who you might as well have just ran here, because I saw that you ran a whole bunch recently.
I did. I just ran a 10K while you were traveling around the world.
I was all over the place, yeah. Well, so good to have you.
Yay.
And thanks for being in the launch of our new show here.
It's so exciting. Congrats.
Thank you. I'm so excited to have VAIO in this, because VAIO is a brand that's been around for quite a while.
That's
and
right.
a Japanese brand too, right?
That's right. So VAIO used to be under Sony, and I remember I used to work in a New York City office.
Yes.
My husband and I were talking about this. If you had a Sony VAIO at that time, you were like it. And and they were very expensive. VAIO has now spun out on their own. And when we think about a Japanese brand, especially in consumer electronics, we think about prestige, about attention to detail, about all of the things that make it best in class. And that's what VAIO brings to the market now.
I mean, when we're talking about best in class, some of the things that we want are things like a backlit keyboard.
That's
does
right.
this have that?
It sure does.
Okay.
Look at that.
We love the features that are in here. Can you walk us through them?
I'd love to. So we were just looking at that 14-inch full high definition screen. We've got all the bells and whistles like THX audio, so many ports. I got to show you all the ports.
Yeah, I love that there's so many.
It's exciting, and I'll explain why in a minute.
And I can't believe with how thin it is that you have them.
It is so exactly. And I got to say this, the beveled edge and these colors that are exclusive to QVC, the out-of-the-box experience, and I just want to show this. So it comes in this beautiful box. When I opened this box and I saw this beveled edge design and the gorgeous color palette, I felt like I was opening a luxury handbag. It comes in this gorgeous dust bag. It has a little dust sheet that goes in between. And you know, my kids and I opened it together. I have 2 little boys, 5 and 9, and they just said, "Mom, this is special." And I said, you know what? It is.
Well, look, as I look at this, and this is the first time that I've seen the laptop in person, I think you all know that I spent a lot of years presenting electronics, and I'm a consumer electronics expert by trade, and that's my background. I'm looking at this, and there's a couple things that immediately catch my eye.
Yes,
Number one, it's metal.
Yes.
A lot of computers are plastic.
This is aluminum, and we'll talk about that too.
That's super important. We're talking about durability. It's made to last.
Exactly.
I'm also looking at the keyboard.
Keyboard's so good.
It's soft, the keys. They're easy. To me, it looks like it's almost like a butterfly effect on the keyboard here to make it easy to type. The matte finish in the laptop screen itself, though, to deliver this quality in the definition, but mix that with a matte screen is a really difficult thing to do, and yet VAIO has been able to do that for you, which is great.
That's absolutely right. Look at this picture.
The picture quality is amazing.
It's gorgeous. Yeah,
it's
and that's
almost
because
like
of the
frame TV. Like it's the same idea, right?
Well, and you know what, Justin? So many of us now are watching our movies and everything. A lot of people don't have a TV in their bedroom anymore.
Yeah.
Because we're watching it. When you have a 14-inch full high definition screen, 2 THX audio speakers, you don't really need to watch it up on the big screen because it's here. Now, should you want to connect to the big screen, you got the HDMI.
So you can.
You can connect it.
Yeah,
but
take us on a tour.
Let's do it. Okay, so let's just start with this. Okay, the screen is really, to me, it's like the headline.
Oh, for
it's
sure.
so gorgeous. And we're, of course, watching right now, a little QVC. But I'm just going to say, because of the way that the LCD screen is composed, any angle. So like, have you ever been to the side of a computer?
Do you want to know what I was just about to do this?
Yeah.
I literally was about to go to the side to see, because when we're talking about that TV that I had mentioned, you have the same effect.
Yes.
Anti-glare. That's
right.
what we're talking about with this then.
Exactly.
It's great.
It's great. So you got a lot of security features on this too. So you have a fingerprint scanner right here. That's great for a couple of reasons.
Oh.
Are you somebody who forgets your password?
All the time.
Because we have so many.
All the time.
So you have the fingerprint scanner there. Now I want to show you something else really cool. This is a little privacy shutter. So what I'm going to show you, I'm going to open the camera. First of all, this is a 2-megapixel camera, which is phenomenal. I'm going to stand back. Can we see this over the shoulder? I have full studio lights behind me, and look how good this picture is.
Jumping in with you here, because that is phenomenal, that picture. I love it.
It's so good. Now check this out. You stay here.
Okay.
Now here's what I'm going to do. Ready? I'm going to click this over. And
Where'd
now
I
you're
go?
gone. Now, here's the great thing about that. First of all, you know, we keep them on all the time. Have you ever stood up from like a Zoom and like you're in your pajama pants and you forgot to maybe turn off the camera?
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, but then also, you know, we hear these days about computer hacking and people looking in on your home. If you shut that privacy shutter, that shuts you off to the world.
No one will be able to see into that.
Yeah.
Look, this is a big deal, and the price is going to expire at the end of the day tomorrow. So you really only have like what? Less than 30 hours or so to be able to pick up on this offer, about 30 hours. The item number is E324849. You're saving $190 from just the price, but then you're saving another $16. So $206 in savings. That $16, of course, is coming from the free shipping and handling that you would otherwise pay. You have your choice in color. Do you want this in that warm slate? Would you like to bring it home in the frosted mint, or do you want to go for that deep and rich blue moon? The blue moon is our most popular one, and there's only 600 that remain there before it's gone. It's our most limited option. Now, I'm going to throw another countdown number here for you. 189. Do you know what happens in 189 days?
Is that when Windows 10 goes away?
I knew you would know. Of course. That's how I know you're an electronics expert. Because in 189 days, Windows 11 is going to be the operating system. Windows 10 is going to be gone.
Yeah.
Now, according to Forbes magazine, 900 million people are still running on Windows 10.
That's correct, and that's a problem.
Why Windows 11? This is a video to explain it.
Okay, so Windows 11 is the update and the upgrade, but here's the problem. You might be running Windows 10 and not realize it. In October of this year, when that goes away, that means Microsoft will no longer support Windows 10. And that doesn't just mean when you call up, they won't give you tech support. It means
no more updates.
You won't get the updates, the security updates. And they just want to make sure that you have the latest and the greatest when it comes to security and all the bells and whistles for your software. So this is really important, and people might not even realize that they have this problem. You know, the other day we were presenting this computer, and Rachel said, when should people upgrade their computer? And I said, well, I'll tell you when they shouldn't. When they already hear it straining, making that whirring noise, overheating, when your operating system is out of date.
That's right.
You have to get ahead of the game. So if you've had the same computer for 4 or 5 years, it is time to upgrade.
Okay, I know 189 sounds like it's really far away, but when I gave an update, I think it was like 249. And that was the first update that I gave on a presentation, and now it's dwindling down. Of course, you could take your laptop and you can upgrade to Windows 11, but here's the thing. To Jamie's point, does your laptop currently sound like that? Does your laptop, if I was to say to you right now, hey, you want to fire that thing up and send me an email, and then you check your clock and you say, well, I don't have 20 minutes available.
Exactly.
Because that's how long it would take otherwise for you to be able to open it up, let it power up, sign in, let that little window spin around for as long as it does until you load, and then open up your Internet Explorer and then go in. Like, if it's a whole giant process for you to be able to send a document to somebody, I think it's time for you to consider the upgrade. Here's part of why. Because Copilot is in this as well.
Yes, let's talk about Copilot because it's just too fun. So Copilot, you might have heard about AI and you're like, I don't know if it's for me. How do I even use it? Microsoft Copilot comes in the computer, it's your AI bestie, and I'm going to show you some things that it can do. So let's take a look around. I wrote a little prompt earlier, and I'm just going to give it a little copy, and then I'm going to put it in. Because here's what you could basically do anything. You can ask it to do anything for you, and it will. So say I wanted to take my kiddos on a trip to Paris. So what I said here was, help me plan a trip to Paris with kids, including restaurants and tourist sites. I'm going to press go. Now, Let's see how long this takes. Now, this would have taken me in yesteryear 3 hours of Googling around trying to figure out an itinerary. I just got day one, iconic landmarks, gardens and culture. Here's the restaurants that you might want to go to with kids. And then it'll say, would you like me to refine this itinerary further? Should I tell you what to do every hour of the day?
My parents used to pay somebody.
Thank you.
In
Travel
order to
agents.
do
This is your travel agent.
This happened in a matter of seconds.
Seconds.
And not only that, it catered to your kids specifically.
Right. That's
because
absolutely right.
The trip to Paris that I'm taking, I'm looking for that fancy restaurant that no kid is going to want to go to, right? Like it's different. Right. It's a different experience. But this can cater to you, it can cater to me, and it can cater to you as well. If you want to take advantage of this price, you only have the matter of a day to do so. Because tomorrow at the end of the day, it's going to go back up to $789. You're going to pay the additional $16 in shipping and handling. What does that mean? To get the exact same computer and offer tomorrow, or rather in 2 days from now, you're going to pay over $800. But here, you're going to pay a lot less than that. That ding means that it's time for another tech tip. Here's my tech tip with this laptop. This is a fancy computer. It's a nice computer. The keyboard that you have in here, this is going to sound like a silly tech tip. Don't eat over it. Like, I know that sounds like common sense, but for so many people, if you were to get crumbs inside of keyboards like this, it really truly can be detrimental. I want you to pay attention to how razor thin this is. That's incredible. But you know what that means? We can't just pop this open to clean out underneath. So your tech tip with this laptop and every other laptop out there is don't eat over the keyboard. Save the eating for the kitchen counter, but take your work with you here and just don't eat over it. So that's your tech tip on this one here
But if you do have some sort of a problem and you need support, I want to say that the VAIO tech support is there for you.
Great.
It's support.us.vaio.com. So you got that going for you.
Perfect.
I also just want to say this, Justin. It is so light. It's 3.5 pounds. And here's the thing. Because it's aluminum, that helps with the heat dispensation. So aluminum is really the metal that you want.
You know what? I can feel that literally as I pick this up, because so often the batteries, well, usually they're like the length of it, but you can feel the bar of hotness like it's a coil.
Right. Yep.
You're right. This is all distributed throughout, and it's cool to the touch.
It's cool to the touch. It has 512 gigabytes of solid state drive storage. And solid state drive, if you don't know what that is, it's just better than a hard drive. Again, better with heat, better with quality, faster. So all of the bells and whistles that used to make this the more expensive computer, we've now upgraded. We're years in the future. We figured it out how to bring it to you for less.
I love that we're doing it for less than what you're going to find in 2 days. Because in 2 days, it's going right back up again. Today, it's $118 a month. Think about maybe the student that you have that's going off to college. Take advantage of our easy payment. $118 a month for a laptop from this brand name that is going to be able to handle everything you need it to do, including that Windows 11. This is going to be fantastic. It's E324849. The option that you see in front of you, that is the warm slate. We also have it in the frosted mint. And then finally, you can pick it up in that blue moon, which is our most limited option. So do not wait for that one. Jamie Hess, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
So appreciate it. Okay, I am going to move on over to the Halo, and I am very excited for this because my phone is at 50% right now. And that's